Hey everyone, it's VM Campos, Magic fan, Magic Arena fan. Thanks for joining the stream. I think everything's good. My microphone is ready. It's nice and furry. My camera looks good. Lighting seems to be good. It's a nice. Hey, that airplane looks a little weird. It's just turning left. It's a nice, gloomy San Diego day. Welcome to everyone in the chat. So if you're joining brand new, I'm BM Campos. I stream Magic Arena. It's the latest and greatest version of Magic the Gathering, and it's so cool. I played Magic for a long time, and I'm just like so into the latest set. So what we're going to do is play some Ravnica Constructed. It's an event where you can only play with Ravnica cards. Hey, Jerome, how are you? So I'm going to do the Ravnica Constructed, where you can only play with Guilds of Ravnica, Ravnica Allegiance, and War of the Spark cards. It's like block constructed, like back from the old days. Well, I've put together a deck that I'm going to play with this, and it's like totally low stakes. It's only 250 gold to play. It's very low stakes. But actually, Jerome, you can help me out to try something here. I've added a brand new like tipping system that it doesn't cost the viewers anything, but supposedly I'm gonna get paid. So if you can try this, I'm gonna put right here in the chat this link, loots.com/vmcampos. If you follow that link, and put a message there, it's supposed to then help out the stream and give me some money. It's not going to get any money from you at all. It's just going to play a quick sponsored 10-second video or something. I don't know exactly how it works. So if you can help me out there, Jerome, and just follow the link. Again, no obligation. You won't have to pay or do anything to my knowledge. So just click on the links. Let's see what happens. So Ravnica Constructed. Here's the deck that I'm going to try to play with. It's very rough so far. So it's a Dimir. It's a blue black. It's a blue black amass type of deck. I'm just kind of relying a lot on amassing creatures, and I've got to put better removal and stuff like that. But here's what we've got. Ugin's Conjurant, so it's an X artifact, or it's an X creature, not an artifact, but an X spirit that you can pump it up with some counters. Lazotep Reaver, it comes in as a 1/2 and it amasses, so I start my amass. Callous Dismissal, that's like, blink of an eye, but you also amass. Lazotep Plating, you amass and you become hexproof. There's the Aven Eternal, 2/2 flying and amasses. Vizier of Scorpions, it's a 1/1. It amasses, it gives your creatures death touch. I have the Gleaming Overseer, I love this one. It's a 1/4, it amasses 1. Zombies have hexproof and menace. Amazing. And we've got Davriel, target player discards a card, and then it does 2 damage to them if they have 1 or fewer cards in their hand. Toll of the Invasion, look at their hand and then amass. Bleeding Edge, something gets -2/-2 and then amass. Ashiok, mill them 4 cards from their library and they cannot search their libraries. Herald of the Dreadhorde, a 3/2, when it dies amass 2. Crush Descent, counter a spell unless they pay 2, plus you amass 2. So even if they counter the spell, even if they pay for it, I still amass. Relentless Advance, amass 3. and Grath amass 2. I think you see what I'm getting at here. 3/3 amass 2 token. Zombies have flying. Nixilis, destroy a creature, and then it deals damage to them when they draw cards. Karn's Bastion to proliferate, to make things amass even more, and to make my planeswalkers upgrade. Interplanar Beacon, I gain life when I summon a planeswalker, and I've got 3 of them. So it needs still some tuning, and I want that one Dreadhorde card. I want that one Dread. I want that one Dreadhorde Invasion, but I don't have any rares. That's the one that automatically amasses every turn. So I don't have that at the moment. But this is the deck I'm going to play. It's totally jank. I played a couple of people casually, and when the ball got rolling in my end, they gave up because it can get weird. But let's see against other players that are maybe playing more for real. Now, I don't know who's going to really play for real in an event that's only 250, 250 gems. Let me just change something right here. I think my video's a little too bright. Let's just dial it back just a little bit. That's okay there. That opening hand is fine. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so I can bring out Ugin's Conjurant for 1 already. Like, is that a good play? No, but I've got a 1/1 on turn 1. So welcome in the chat. Few more people joining in. Say hello. I'm playing some Magic Arena. If you're new from where I invited people from, this is the latest and the greatest version of Magic the Gathering. It's so flashy, it's so cool, and I'm playing with a zombie deck. They're playing 4 colors. Open the gates. Okay, they're going to do a gates deck, I guess. As I play this, I'll be able to figure out what do I need to do to tune this deck, because it's really rough around the edges. I just threw together a bunch of things that don't really have much rhyme or reason. And as I play, and as all of you in the chat chime in, I might hopefully... Ooh, there's Ashiok. This one's nice and vicious. I am your greatest fear. This voice acting is so cool. And whoops, you just lost your RAM. They probably have one in hand already. But anyway, oh, look at this. I'm attacking with a whole bunch of guys. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 damage unless they deal with it, but I'm sure they have a Gates Ablaze. Actually, no, Gates Ablaze is banned, which is great. Milled them again for the annoyance factor. They lost Skewer the Critics. Going to amass. Keep some cards in hand just to trick them. And one thing about this format is when you've got so many planeswalkers, it really takes the attention away from you, the player. Like I'm at 20 life and they're at 5, but I've got a planeswalker. Are they going to attack me or my planeswalker? Probably the planeswalker, because it's just another thing on the board. You know, they're going to come in with a 7/7. Okay. And a Colossus. Okay, that's fine. So again, there's just a lot of decisions to make in this new set. There's just like so much... it's just so many things. I guess they're going to go for it. They're really thinking about it. They don't want to get milled anymore. Psychologically, getting milled is so bad. So I'm totally open, you know. They keep looking at it for some reason. Okay, well, you have 1 less blocker, but my guys are a little weak. Oh, and it has vigilance. Okay, never mind. Well, let's do this then. That's not too helpful. But I'll do 1 point of damage, which is also not helpful. Okay, so I need to pull something together here because that's a lot of damage. And it'll be even more once they drop their gate, because that ram will get even bigger. Yep, that's a lot. Let me check something here. Yeah, so again, it doesn't really matter if I block that or not, and then I'm just getting a bunch of lands here. So let's try the next one right here. I just started to get flooded, so only 2 losses. Okay. Hey, Cedric, how are you doing? Thanks for joining. Good morning or evening or midnight or whatever time zone. You tried the link and it didn't work. Okay. Thanks for helping me figure it out. Like, what happens if you click the link? It said page not found. Okay, let me do it like this because I probably mistyped it. Let me grab that. Oops, just hold on a minute. Let me grab the official link over here. I probably mistyped it. Let's see, dashboard. They need to make this a little bit easier to help my users. Okay, just one moment. Doing too many things at once. Okay, let me get it from over here. Okay, I'm going to copy that. I'm going to paste it over here. I'm going to say, try this. VM Campos. Okay. Anyway, what do we get rid of here? I guess Skylord. Next up, let's take a quick look at your hand. Got some good stuff going on here. Yeah, Whisper is going to be difficult to deal with. So give that one a try. The new link. It seems to be the same link I did before. Loots.com. But, oh, it worked. Okay, cool. So how is that gonna look on screen? Maybe we'll get a cool animation or something. And it's just like a completely free thing. It's a way to tip me, actually, without paying like real money. If you're enjoying the stream, you know, you can follow that link and it's supposed to play like a little sponsored animation or something. This system just came out, so I'm just kind of like managing a lot of windows at once. Okay, what do I do here? Discard a card. Okay, fine. Then you'll bring out your sprite. That's fine. Then I'll bring out my Reaver. Do a little amassing on that. Okay, so I've got to tune this deck just, you know, to play against more people more efficiently. Maybe we'll play a few games and then maybe I'll look to see how it's all working there. And I gotta close my window over here. There's too much light landing on stuff, but I guess it's not as gloomy as it was earlier. Okay, they're gonna do the good old Night Vale sprite. I love that little guy. I love that little lass. And it will let them draw a card, and okay. And they've got their Notion Rain. They've got a lot of card draw powers. But I've got a zombie army coming at you, so you gotta deal with that. Jobas Kicker. Oh, Spawn of Mayhem, that'll do it. Okay, well, I'm out of things here, except that I can proliferate. So that has Menace. Everyone gets damaged. Their spawn is getting bigger. I have my proliferate engine, but okay, of course they're gonna kill something. So that no longer has Menace. Disinfo, okay, fine. I have plenty of cards that could help me out here. I've got Planeswalkers, I've got Obnixilis, or who can do cool stuff. Well, let's do it this way. They really want that spawn, even though they're hurting themselves. You know, they're at 6 toughness on that, fine. But I'm gonna proliferate next turn. Oh, okay, great. So how did that affiliate link work? What does it look like? You're supposed to just fill in a simple sort of message or something, and it'll appear on screen. Something happens, right? Fun stuff. So we're at a point here that the tables have turned pretty well. Just luck of the draw, so I don't think I'm gonna pull this one off. But let's see what happens. How's everyone in the chat doing today? It's been a little gloomy and rainy in San Diego recently. I had a chaos draft yesterday with friends. IRL. We didn't get as many people as we would like. Like, it was it would have been better if we had, let's see, I kind of already asked this, when do you think the Planeswalker deck, okay, the Planeswalker deck upgrades, I got them this weekend, ta-da! So yeah, I have the Planeswalker decks, and I'm working on the video upgrade. I'm going to do Jace first, and that'll be released on Monday for sure, like do or die. That will come out on Monday, the Jace video. And then after that, will come out the Gideon video. So Gideon is over here somewhere, or Jace, I mean. So I have the, see, it's, the Jace one's definitely open, and we're going to release that one Monday. So the Jace deck, it's interesting because it's a Simic deck, so it's both blue and green, and I'm sort of like, huh, that's kind of interesting for Jace. I don't see him as a as a Simic aligned character, so so we'll see how it goes with him. And oh, here we go. So a preview of how I'm going to upgrade that. That deck does not have enough counterspells, which is weird, again, for a blue deck. So I'm going to put in some more disruption, so a counterspell or two, and as usual, focused on commons and uncommons, with a mention of some rares or whatever. And let's see what we got here. Nothing great. All I need is one more for Davriel. And I go first. Okay, it might work. So I'm going to put in that J-Stack a little bit more disruption in terms of counter spells and, returning creatures to the hand and such. And ramp, we can put in a few more mana dorks to ramp that deck because a lot of the payoff of that Jace deck is big creatures because Kiora is in there and you draw cards with Kiora. Let me just do something really fast. One moment. All right, sorry about that. I needed to close the window just a little bit. There's a bunch of sunlight falling on my comics, and that's not good. Now, Cyberpunk just got hacked, so he or she is just chilling. So anyway, can I ask, how did following that loot link work? Did it do something meaningful? Callous Dismissal's pretty cool. It returns their creature. It makes you a creature. It returns any non-land permanent. Callous Dismissal, I'm kind of really liking it. And we're going to deal with a slow player over here. I guess we'll get rid of the big spell. And then just bring out your little devil, light up the stage. Okay, well, I guess they did their amazing combo. Anyway, let's do our amazing combo right here. So, Bedevil, Theater of Horrors, Risk Factor. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of their removal. Next up, they could do their Risk Factor, and I'll take it. Theater of Horrors. I would probably put out the Devil, and then the Theater, because then you're ready to attack. You don't lose a turn. I shouldn't give them advice. There's a Blood Crypt. Yeah, this is a really slow player. I guess they're going to do Skewer the critics on that. I guess that was very important for you to do. Here's Davriel. I don't think you'll be needing that. So they discarded a land. They feel that they will get another land. Okay. At this point, they can do their Theater of Horrors. So it looks like their meme deck is that they're going to... oh, no, actually, that's a different card than I thought. Okay, that gets rid of my land. Fine. Bridge here. Counter target spell. Let's wait on that to counter their spell. Because I know they're burning to do it. And I myself am burning to attack because I'm such a... Yep, there we go. Nice. Now if they attack, that devil is pretty good because... Okay, they didn't. Fine. Let's amass. Or proliferate, that is.
Perish the thought.
So they must discard. Now, if I attack and they block with that fiend, they can strike back for one more or hit my Davriel, which doesn't matter. Okay, they're going to choose to do that. That's fine. I'm going to start to do damage with Davriel because they have not too many cards in hand, which is good. A Death Touch critter. Another 1/1. Fine.
This is why I wear the mask.
Adequate.
left you is pain.
Target player discards a card. Whoops, they already had discarded it. Well, the animation on that didn't look so well, so that's kind of annoying. Yeah, I thought they still had that risk factor in hand, and then I did Davriel's ability, so... Whoops. Let's see. You pulled a Narset. Parter Veils, not very good with War of the Spark. Should be good in the Jace deck. Narset. Let me look up Narset, because you might be right about that.
It's not abandonment, it's survival.
So, Narset. Each opponent cannot draw more than one card each turn. Okay, that shuts down decks like the Is It deck, because they love to draw cards. Ooh, okay, Obnixie. Hold on, let me just do this amazing play here. Obnixilis, destroy target creature. And then it gives them cards, but it damages them. Language. Anyway, look at... okay, what else? -2. Look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a non-creature from them. Put it into your hand. Put the rest at the bottom. So in a spells-heavy deck, that's going to work great, because you'll be able to pull cards quickly through your deck, or from your deck, as a... Okay, so they're coming straight to me. That's fine. Let's get rid of this flyer. Well, that's a flyer, I can't. Okay, let's get rid of the 2/2. And I'll take some hits. They have a single mana. Okay, they're going to do Skewer the Critics. Well... So, as for Narset being in the Jace deck, okay, it might work because, as I said, I'm going to add a little bit more disruption into the deck and more spells, so Narset could help you, you know, loot for them or tutor for them, whatever it's called. So if they double block with that Fiend, that actually might be a little bit more helpful, because it could do 2 damage to me. This is cutting it really close. I'm gonna have to not allow this risk factor, so they're gonna get a bunch of cards, but hopefully we can pull it off. If I can summon a Planeswalker, I'll get some life. Okay, so this time I've got to decline that. They'll get 1 land, which is tapped. Great. Come on, Planeswalker. Land. Okay. My friend and I, who love Magic, always talk about it, while my other friends are like, what are you guys talking about? That's funny. Well, you should get that friend also into Magic, because Magic is cool. So you told him to get Arena. Yep, that's the best way to really get into Magic nowadays. And he loves it so much. Yep, welcome to the club. Okay, well, this game was this close, because, like, what else to do here? So that game was so close. It just was the luck of the draw, and it's just sad that like things are so close, and then they don't work. So I never saw anything here from that loot link. Could you follow the loot link one more time, and then just kind of like tell me what it does? You're supposed to follow the link. Then there's a box to add a note or a cool message or something. Just try it out, and I'm just trying to see how that works. Loots, this is a brand new thing. It's supposed to show you like a cool video. Every time people see the video, it's a way for me to get tipped. So the cool thing is that the person doesn't have to pay me anything directly. Loots will pay me. So just follow the link, check it out. It really helps out the stream. It helps out to get paid so I can get more Planeswalker decks to do more Planeswalker upgrade videos. Everyone wins. Okay, so some sort of Boros deck, Tezzereth. Fresh face recruits, that's cool. But this is also cool right here. Let's see, they have a lot of good things here. That's a lot of mana for that, but I guess we will go with the Aurelia. She's the latest threat there. They'll probably blade. Okay, that's fine. They're going to attack with a 2-1. That's fine. Going to do another one of these critters. Next up, let's get rid of the Sure Strike. The Luminous Bonds. Okay, so they'll probably attack with the Blade Instructor. They have the Sure Strike. This is going to be painful. I'm going to take 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to take a lot of damage here. There's no way around that. Okay, so their deck was just a little too aggro. I don't think I'm going to be able to pull it off over here. So I want to take out Tajik. And I guess over here... we have an Amass, but then they still have their Sure Strike. I guess with Angrath, well, they're stuck on a little bit of mana, so that's good.
You're just fuel for the fires of fear. Come on!
Okay, so suddenly I've got a 6/6. Alright, so they are missing another land drop, okay. Mine has Menace. They have First Strike. Oh, okay. The first time I've ever seen this Legion Guildmage do anything useful like that. They would rather attack me. Okay, well, like I said, this deck was kind of a little aggro, so I'm not going to be able to do very much here. This is game over for me. I'll just mess with them a little bit.
If you want it, fight for it.
Okay, well, that deck was kind of aggro. So let's... It would be cool that if you're doing like a Ravnica block, that you also like get prizes from Ravnica block. Ooh, I got a notification over here. What's going on? Ooh, Pixie Kitten, thank you so much for the like on that. If you're visiting the stream, very much appreciated. And, okay, so what are we doing over here? They go first. Toll of the Invasion, Amass, Obnixie. Okay. This will be adequate. Let's do a little bit more promotion over here. So we'll say, hey, everyone here. Hey, everyone. I'm streaming some arena right now. Come hang out. All right, my opponent is really thinking hard about help out the stream by checking out. Okay, so I'm dealing with an aggro. I'm dealing with an aggro white deck. No thanks on that. Let's try that again. Especially a slow player. So, like, okay, this loot thing, like, it's so hard to use. Like, where is... Like, I want to easily copy my link, but then, like, they don't make it that easy. I have to copy it from over here. So, it's just so weird. I have to go to this other screen, copy over here, and then I go over here and paste it. Help out the stream by checking out right here. So, Nikolai, this is also taking a little while. But I have a turn 1 Conjurant. I have a turn 1 Conjurant. They have a turn 1 Terrimander. I'm not getting any good lands. Just trying to adjust to my web camera here. I think that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna deal with a really slow player over here. Okay, well, I'm not getting any lands, so you can't play Magic without lands. So I haven't gotten any wins so far. It's only 250, so I need like some bomb cards. I need like Bantu, or some good draws, or I don't know. This deck is okay. You know, it has some removal, but it's just like it just feels weird that it's just like not working, and I can't kind of like. Part of my problem also is that I just focus too much on themes. Like I'm not a big ol' like spike player. I just want to play, and it's there's obviously like powerful strategies to put a good deck together. Okay, why am I getting all of the slow players here? So anyway, so yeah, I have the full breadth of all Ravnica block to work with, and I'm trying to stay on brand and use these fun decks. Okay, mono black. That's that one enchantment -2, right? Okay, so I think on our notifications, why? So here's a hashtag that's trending. Why aliens won't visit? Let's look at an example of that. There seems to be no signs of intelligent life anywhere. That's Buzz Lightyear. They're waiting for us to evolve into intelligent life. They think the alien films are a documentary, and Sigourney Weaver is our leader. They don't want to mess with her. They don't want to meet the leaders. Haha, take that. So what do we do here? Like nothing that interesting is going on just yet. Why aliens won't visit the Earth is because they already gave up on it. They know there's no intelligent life. Everyone's using the same jokes over and over. Pineapple Pizza had to say it. And auto block that person. No one knows how to use a turn signal. Alright, so this person, again, S4. What other fun trends are trending? Catterday. So I have 4 mana to work with. I could do a Bleeding Edge to make my Reaver stronger, but I probably want to save it for something of theirs, or the Dismissal. And it's still pausing on something regarding their mana, so they're going to finally do it here. Tap target creature, draw a card. Okay. I guess, I'm dealing with a newer player, so I shouldn't judge. We all started at a certain point. You want to tap that before it attacks. Pro tip. They're doing a lot of gates. Okay, they're doing a lot of gates. They're about to do a wall. Nope. They have their Healy.
Unfortunately for you have fresh blood is ideal. Try not to think it's just
So that's fun. I like Obnixilis. It's a fun card. they get damaged every time they draw a card. So it would have been amazing to have that card when I was playing against that other player that had the draw so many cards ability. But of course, they would have had the perfect answers to that because I swear this algorithm, the matching algorithm, I swear it's like getting just worse and worse because I swear that I have these games where like I have no answers to that game. It benefited them to pair them against me. Let's see, what does this do here? When it enters, creatures can't attack you unless you pay 2 for each one. Fine. Well, there's the first win. Finally, I got 1 win. Everyone, yay. So we're on a roll, 1 win. This is going to then roll into perfect 5 straight wins. I know it. Hello, Estella Brittain. I hope I said your name right. Hello. How are you? Are you coming from Twitter? Are you coming from the Discord? Where are you coming from? Welcome so much. This is Magic Arena. I'm VM Campos. Welcome for the first time here. To come here. Let's talk magic. So I've been playing for a little while. I've got my zombie deck right here. They have an Immolation Shaman. How do we get rid of that? Let's see. I guess I don't have a great way to get rid of it. Estella. Hablas español? That name sounds Latin. So what are we doing with this critter? Immolation Shaman. Whenever an opponent activates an ability of an artifact that isn't a mana, it deals 1 damage. Okay, fine. Now they have Krenko. Okay, cool. How do I get rid of Krenko? Not attacking yet. Okay, good. Because we can do Toll of the Invasion right here. Let's get rid of that Sure Strike. And we'll pause right here. If they want to attack with that Krenko, that will be adequate. If I get 1... Well, I'm going to have to take a few hits from Krenko. Okay, they don't want to lose their Krenko. Perfect. Perfect. Next up, let's... Let's amass... Let's get our little zombies a little bigger. They have a lot of mana. They're getting close to that bond. That bond is pretty cool, so I need to get it out of their hand. And they're attacking over here. Tricky. I'm sure there's a Sure Strike, so let's be safe about that. Next turn I can do an Obnixilis to get rid of Krenko. Actually, I guess get rid of that Shaman. I didn't realize that it could get big. So there's a lot of people, there's a lot of planeswalkers talking back and forth.
Knowledge is not without pride.
3, 4, 5, If they have one more land to play their bond, so that's going to be a good play because they'll be able to steal my creature, do some damage. So this is going to be a good play for them. Oh, okay. Instead, they do an unblockable. Okay, so they really want to get rid of...
Let's start thinking fast. You're on your own. Others will learn.
Okay, we'll do an advance. We'll bring out a 2/2. They have the ability to steal my creature.
Try not to think too hard.
So they have a lot of options. I'm kind of running out on options at the moment. They're not using their 6-drop bond, which is fine, I guess. They've tapped out for Ashiok. They can probably do some direct damage. Moving to combat. They're thinking very hard. So if they have some sure strike that shouldn't matter, there, fine. If I can get my Karn's Bastion, that would be amazing.
It is just a small headache.
Alright, so... So now I know they definitely have a sure strike. They'll probably send their Drake after Obnixilis, that's fine. Got a notification over here. Sure strike gives +3, so that becomes a 6. I guess if they're gonna beam splitter that doesn't matter because they need to copy it to something else. They need to copy some other creature. So, fine, you're doing a whole lot of damage to my Planeswalker.
Cherish my revenge.
Beam Splitter is done. So now I have a flying zombie. Remove 2 counters, draw a card, or deal 5 damage. Let's see if they go for it here. That's fine. They lose 2 creatures. I lose 1. So I still don't get how that works. Okay, enters the battlefield with X1s. If damage would be dealt while it has a counter, prevent the damage and remove that many. Prevent the damage and remove that many. What does that even mean? So if I'm like a 10-10, like, I don't get the Conjurant, but it's an X-type creature, so that's fun. Okay, so I've got a big ol' 8-8. And I will be able to amass a little bit more. It will be a little bit more important to attack the player. Okay, Saheeli. Everyone's liking Saheeli at the moment. She makes servos, but they're on the ground, not Thopter's servos. Thopters fly, and servos don't. Okay, that was an adequate, desperate play. Sure. You know, they can do whatever they want right here because I've got an 11/11 flyer in the air. Let's rub it in as a 14/14 flyer. Okay, Catrusian. Second win. Wow, that's how it feels like to win. Okay, so again, this deck is completely what I'm 2-0. Amazing. So again, this deck is like, it's very fragile. It needs a lot of removal, and I have the ability, of course, to like pick all of these cards from all of Ravnica, but I want to play like a meme. Now then I should suck it up when I don't win, because obviously that's very limiting, and no one else is going to play, you know, the same sort of way. So Karn's Bastion I like. We'll start off with the okay, so they're probably gonna come in with the Ajani's Pride Mate. They got their perfect opening hand. Okay, I guess not. They don't want to lose that Sprite, even though they could block safely with it. That Sprite, what possibility do they have to... Okay, so I will pause my Relentless Assault. to have a Crush Descent. Exactly. Davriel discards a card. Okay, yep. Let's bring him in. Or let's do 5 damage instead. 2 sprites, sure. They kept it. Let's wreck their hand.
Tidy up in there.
Down to 5.
Struggling?
They really believe... Okay, they're getting mana screwed, so that's never fun. They're coming straight at me. Okay, I'll take that. Apparition is nice.
Never seen water. Come on.
Okay, so everything's got menace. They're down to 1 life. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, never mind. Davriel. Beautiful. That kind of came out of nowhere. Okay, so getting some good luck so far. Very nice. Let's see if we can keep that going. Streaming for about an hour. And I think, well, once I finish this run of things, I'll wrap it up. Opponent goes first. I just need 1 land. And it's never a good idea to play the I just need style of gameplay because the magic algorithm never helps. Okay, next turn at least I can do a Lazotep Reaver. Actually, what I can do is a Dismissal to set them back. If I get my 3rd land, I can do Toll of the Invasion. If not, I can do another Reaver. Toll of the Invasion it is. A lot of good things here, right? First Strike and Mentor. Great. So I definitely need my spells to get rid of this. This is... I hate to be negative, but I'm going to predict already I'm not going to make it. This deck is way too aggro. It's really going to build up very well. Plus they have that arrow in their back pocket, so that's not good. Yeah, that added up really well, so they just had it all very efficient deck. It was too much. I wasn't going to be able to handle that. They had the Divine Arrow, they had the Double Striker, just really small, efficient creatures. Let's go for the next one. Karn's Bastion is really nice, but instead I'm just going to get another Boros deck, so... and I'm missing lands, so this is not going to work. Hilarious. All my... That's kind of cool. Lava Coil. You're going to do the Ram A.
I don't think you'll be needing that.
Okay, so they're probably going to take their Ram after me. I mean, they're going to go after Davriel, and it has Vigilance. Yeah, this deck is way too strong. I'm not going to be able to handle this.
Try not to think too hard. Your expression is ideal. It's just... Knowledge is not without price. Suffer the dreams of the damned.
This is kind of stuck in a fun little loop here.
Try not to think too hard. It is just a small head.
It's kind of really funny here. Alright, they're going to keep going for it. It's so funny that I don't have my Callous Dismissal.
You have even the weak serve
So they have 3 Colossuses in their graveyard A. They want them all back. No blue mana at all. pretty hilarious. So, if I just get one more blue mana, I can Callous Dismissal. So usually that Deafening Clarion like wipes the opponent out, and not this time. So I have 3, 4, 6, 6, 7.
No one has seen my face and empty your mind.
So that game was going interestingly, but no blue mana, and I had answers in blue mana. But okay, the algorithm, great. So that went up there, asleep and a stum. Okay, pretty dumb results there. Okay, well, everyone, thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna wrap it up at this point. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back at 11 p.m. tonight. Let's draft. So thanks for hanging out. This has been VM Campos, Magic Fan. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, etc. And I'll see you next time.